Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to my channel, 10 Bells. How are you guys? As you can see, I had people come in, but nobody participated in the roll call. I love how that's so common for my channel. No one likes to participate. But let's see what Zero said. Zero said, I ran over here as fast as I could to see if she went fully crazy by showing the nakedness in the shower on camera. I should have known that I would be disappointed, shaking my head. What is wrong with him? Where does he get shower from the title Naked in the Window? I'm not understanding Zero at all. I asked, have you ever stood naked in the window? Is he okay? That avatar looks creepy as hell. Really? What's creepy about it? I should have known that this was clickbait. Really? So funny. Don't you just love? Don't you just love him? I've dropped the chat. I've dropped the link for the chat, guys. Welcome in. Welcome on the panel. You come on the panel. You're welcome. Welcome on the panel. Come on, click that link. Come in and talk to me. All lurkers are welcome. Lurkers and lurkers. I was seriously trying to find out had anybody stood naked in the window. You know, I guess that's not common. You know what I mean? Today is September 8th, 2022, 9/8/2022. I've been having an interesting season and month of September. This is the third quarter of the year. Trying to end with a bang. My son turns 21 next Tuesday. It's just a lot going on. And I find it so interesting. And I just wanted to know, have you yourself stood naked in the window? I mean, y'all could at least say no. I mean, the torture. I'm on a channel where people don't engage as much, because, of course, my main channel, I have been suspended this time for talking about Aries in that video about pedophile. Yep, they got me. They got me. Oh, what I can tell you is that they got me. Whatever. My choice. I said what I said. Right? I said what I said. This is who I got in trouble for talking about. I showed his video because I thought I could do it as a commentary way, in a commentary kind of way. And I showed that video. YouTube got wind of it. I think Jack told him. You know, the one I call Oz. Do y'all know I call this guy named Jack Spade Oz? Anyway, I was on live yesterday and they snatched the video away. And I was like, hold up, what's going on? Why is my video gone? and I got a email from YouTube saying that my video about this man right here was in violation of YouTube terms, and that I was suspended for a week. That's not too long. That's over here on live. I'm okay. Just if you don't know the situation, it's something people talk about. Look into it. He's serious about it. Got me. Took my main channel, put it on suspension. Wow. Has that ever happened to you guys? Want to talk about it? I don't mind. They don't want us to talk about real issues, huh? Know that it's suicide. It's suicide prevention. Wait. Let me make sure what I just did.
Okay.
Put this up. Oh my God, I want to share. Do y'all even see this? Hold on, guys. Regardless of whatever, and I have to grow the channel. It puts work in it. It is what it is. I'm willing to do the work. I've done it before. I just keep doing it. I work on making more channels because how they like to get me. Yo, so what I wanted to show you guys, y'all know the you're welcome on the panel. That is Suicide Prevention Month. People want people to know that they hear people, they hear the outcry, they're concerned. And if you need somebody to talk to, call 1-800-273-8255. Y'all want to see what happens when you call? I hate giving out numbers that I don't know. Let's call it. Y'all want to call it? You know what? I gave y'all the resources. I'm just going to keep it at that. This is a general resource. You know what I mean? Let's keep it at that. I've already gotten in trouble before, right? So I should stop, right?
Yes.
Let me stop. Let me behave. Oh, behave. You know how they say it? Oh, behave. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna behave. But I acknowledge that September is Suicide Prevention Month. Make sure that is something that I make everybody that I'm around be aware of, because it's important. People going through stuff, they take it to a level that a lot of people look at like, why? Why did they do that? But it's because that's how their mind is. Everybody don't think the same, clearly. Make sure I put that in. Everybody does not think the same. We got to keep that in mind. But I like to know that that's the situation, and I like to highlight the fact that I'm aware that it's Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. I'm aware that people, they get overwhelmed and they commit suicide, and I think that's very disturbing. And I just wish people, you know, happy thoughts. You know, pray that they are all right. I just want them to be happy, not be overwhelmed. And I feel bad for people when they're overwhelmed. You know, people lose people that they love. I think that I think we should stay aware of. Very, very much a reality. Oh, somebody in here. See how hard it is? I got the link in the chat and everything. Nobody coming in. Oh, unbelievable. Party people. I just feel like somebody had highlight. Oh no, who? Somebody highlighted people committing suicide. And now I don't see it. I'll show y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see if I. Yeah. You know what? I gotta make sure I stay from getting myself in trouble where I might be sharing other people's content, so I'm going to behave myself. Letting you know that September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. Is not sharing other people's content. Letting you know if you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit the like button. It's not sharing other people's content. Thank you for being with me for 30 minutes. I appreciate that. Let's see if we can go for another 30. I can also show you. I'm supposed to show you just my content. I gotta remember that because you know how your girl is. Ooh, I have such a hard time staying focused. I'm gonna behave myself. Hey, Gamer Bro, how are you doing today? I'm doing good, Gamer Bro. Gamer Bro, what state do you live in? I'm gonna do my info for those who are in New York component now because Congressman Hakeem Jeffries, who I support, is having a job fair Saturday, September 17th, 10 to 2 at the College of Technology Gymnasium, which is located at 285 J Street, Brooklyn, 11201. There will be a job fair. Dear neighbor, I write to invite you to a career fair being held on Saturday, September 17th from 10 to 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at New York City College of Technology. Please feel free to forward this information to any neighbor who may be interested. Bring a resume and be prepared to interview. Click here to watch a resume building workshop my office hosted earlier this year. If you have any questions or concern, please contact my office by calling 718-237-2211. Click here to sign up for text message updates for the office. Again, this is by Congressman Hakeem Jeffries. This particular job fair says that you need to be vaccinated to prove your vaccination just to enter. I don't know if that is really the case. I don't know if you would want to find out if you are not vaccinated, but I went to fairs and they did not require you to be vaccinated to come. Know why they do here? But let's see here. He said they did this resume thing. So I don't know. I guess they just wanted to show you. Hey, Sister Glenda. Hey, Tinville. I'm in the chat, but I'm busy. I'm listening. Okay. So, I guess they just wanted to show people that they have been doing Zoom meetings, which is very important for people to understand that there have been things going on that have been done via Zoom. And a lot of people that do not participate in Zoom was not privileged to the meetings, but it definitely was happening. And I think that was interesting. And I wanted to show you an example. Now, again, this isn't my content, but it is just to show. I don't have to play it, but I wanted to show you that he did link you to a workshop that he hosted that was via Zoom that he posted on Facebook. So if you're not connected to Congressman Hakeem Jeffries, you can connect to him via your Facebook at Congressman Hakeem Jeffries. And he did a resume building and career opportunity workshop. I just wanted to, I don't know if I'm going to see this, but I wanted to just show you how his Facebook looks in case you are unfamiliar with Facebook. Make pointed direct information. You just go to Congressman Jeffries, follow him, and then you will get his information of what and so forth. He did a vert address. He's doing this fair. I appreciate that I'm aware of it. I don't that he didn't he's still trying to make it where I guess I got it because he wanted to show that he was at the Labor Day, which I didn't him at all. I just want to show you guys. She's showing us that he was at the Labor Day parade. So that Grand Marshal is a transgender. What's up, man? So I did not see Hakeem, but I was here. Intro. That's Al Sharpton. I'm so happy. Yeah. So make sure y'all connect if y'all from the New York area, so y'all can keep up with what's going on. You know, help those who are unemployed and vaccinated with getting a job. Like really, they act like if you're vaccinated, there's no reason for you not to get a job. So they keep throwing that up. That's what they are about. I find that interesting. Very, very much. I do believe I have some good job for information. I guess I didn't list it out, which I should have. But I don't think I knew I was going to show it on here, so that's why. Let me just make sure. What I got here. Okay. I got something for NYCHA residents. So let me share this one too. Okay, so for the NYCHA residents, calling on NYCHA residents 16 to 24 years old. Are you interested in architecture and design? ARC Scholars is a 14-week program for NYCHA youth to work collaboratively with architecture students from City Tech. Together, they will visit a NYCHA campus, research common and outdoor spaces, and propose design ideas to enhance the build environment. ARC scholars will be joined by professional mentors throughout the program to guide the work and help create an independent project. When and where? The classes held virtually on Thursdays from 6 to 7:30. So that's an hour and a half. and in person at City Take campus on select Sundays. The sessions will run from September 29th, 2022 to December 4th, 2022. Final community presentations take place on December 11th, 2022. Students must be vaccinated for the mandatory in-person workshops. How to apply? Apply if you are a NYCHA resident, 16 to 24 years old. The course is provided free of charge. Access to Wi-Fi computer or mobile device is required. Loaner tablets will be provided as well. So, again, another resource for vaccinated people. But I always like to try to make sure people are aware that things are going on still today in this vaccinated COVID pandemic time. They are doing things virtually. Important to know. I like to show it. So, instead of just talking amiss, I like to show those things, show them that these things going on. So the ARC Scholars Youth Leadership Council for 2022 cohort application is available online, as you can see, for NYCHA residents. I think that's good, and I want to show you. Hey, Vagoda, how are you? What's new? What's new, Vagoda? Okay. That's good, Vagoda. Hey, Vagoda, how you?
Hello.
How are you?
Okay, it's almost 4 in the morning. You're lucky that tomorrow I don't have anything.
So
What's
how you
new?
been?
I'm okay. I'm waiting for the new year to start, the new study year, the new semester to start, and in between then I'm almost doing nothing. I finished all my stuff and all of that. You know, I have a question for you. What do
Yes.
you think about you hear me? What do you think about the videos that I sent you?
With the bombing and everything, I think those are very unfortunate. At the all of the all of those horrible incidents that are going on.
Those are not incidents, you know. What I sent you are missiles that are shot from Gaza to us. Of course, now they don't, but still, when we have a conflict with Gaza, hundreds, if not thousands, of those are shooting are being shot to all over Israel, especially to the south.
Wow.
Yeah, what you saw, for example, the thing that you saw Um, the report I gave you of one of those that got directly into a house, you saw what it did to the car. Imagine you imagine what it will do to a person if it will hit him closely, or if it will be in his area.
That's horrible.
Yeah, yeah, that's why we need to go to the shelter every time we have the conflict with the Gazans. But never mind that. So, what are you doing today?
I just was
Let's.
asking people, have they ever stood in the window without any clothes, undressed, like they're being fully exposed to the public in their
Well,
neighborhood.
that's a wonderful way to get the neighbors to call on you, the police on you, or something like that. To be naked on the window. Yeah, the probably some kid will point a finger. Mommy, what is this?
That's what I want to know. So I guess that's a no for you. You're like never done it.
If I don't have a problem being shirtless and look from a window, but if I'm not going to be full on naked in a big window that shows my private stuff I don't want the neighbors to see me like this. When I was a child, my mom told me that we had some kind of a crazy neighbor that was being full on naked in his giant window,
Hmm.
and it was next not far from some kindergarten. So when the kids from the kindergarten would leave, when were finishing their day, they would have a chance to see him. That's why, from what I remember, what my mother told me, some people from the psychiatric, from they, what I'm trying to say, they took to that. Some people took that man to a madhouse. He was a psycho in any way.
I would imagine, but I think a lot of us have those kind of stories. Like they have the kind of
Yeah,
story
I
where.
think they even said that some people say it was a pedo or some crazy. He was not to do the stuff. And that kind of person doesn't need to live next to kids. Ugh.
No, they're free in their they don't they want to free themselves of clothing. I think they like the idea of being seen without clothes. They're freaky.
Yeah, in other words, they're perverts.
People have nude beaches and everything. Do you think those people are
Um, there's a big difference being in a special beach where everybody is nude. There's a difference between that and between being full on nude in the window and letting people see you.
right?
Yeah, those
Abs-
stuff can get the neighbors to call on the police on you, and probably some jackass will even film you.
that's crazy, right? It's so amazing that people have been having these issues, though. Like they really have had experiences with people that are, for whatever reason, they decide, like the people who like to streak. They take off all their clothes and they run across the field, or they run in their
Well,
building. in
What?
the
Say it again.
hallway.
What?
They'll
What?
call what we call streaking, where they'll take off all their clothes and just take off running
Where?
in like in their building or on the court, like on the field, like at a big game, because it's like they are thrilled with the idea of many people seeing.
Okay, and the police, and probably they spend the night in the police station after that. No,
Yes, yes, they do.
no, this
They do.
what the hell? You excuse me. With all due respect, you got a lot of crazy people in the USA. Ugh. People that I don't think that
Yeah,
are say you don't do those. I mean, what I'm trying to ask, what I want to ask is, you don't, you know, go naked into the window, something like that, right? No.
I have seen people undressed, especially in New York at the window, and I just
You
I
know,
just
there's
shake
a
my head.
difference
I
between,
don't try to force.
yeah, but you know, there's a big difference between somebody that accidentally, you know, that you can see him through the window, that is walking for a second in his house or something, and you can see him far away, a part of him far away, and but what we are talking here are people that are standing in next to the full-on
Yes, they're
window,
standing there, like
and
they're looking,
they
and
are,
they know they're undressed.
yeah, and they show themselves to a lot of people.
Yeah, whoever looks, it's like weird.
What you're
It's like a
talking here
weirdo
are
kind of thing.
those kind of people are perverts.
Yeah.
Ah, maybe some of your viewers think I'm a conservative for saying that, but still.
You see
Ugh.
why is talking in the chat.
What?
Not they're not giving me
I know, I
an
was just
opinion.
joking. Nobody said that in the chat. Actually, nobody saying almost anything in the chat.
No, they're not saying anything. They're like whatever. They want to see they want to see what's going on here. I was like, hey, you're not got nothing to say. You came up and you said they're perverts. Yes, these are perverts. They just wanna go to the window. They think they're free. They just go there and they're looking around. But we do have people that for whatever reason they either are protesting, saying that they want to go braless, like men are able to be outside shirtless. And we have people that get together though. They don't just walk around randomly, but the women will get together and they'll walk around without um, a shirt or bra
How lovely.
for protest. They're doing it out of protest because men are able to be shirtless when they playing basketball. I mean, it's not like men go around shirtless in department stores or in restaurants, but they just think that them being allowed to be shirtless in public and they're not able to is unfair. So they make a big thing out of it. It's so ridiculous. I don't support it because I don't find it anything wrong with a woman having their shirt and bra on. I think um it's ridiculous to want to fight that. I really
You
do.
know, it's very funny that people do that. Well, you know, I'm like, I never thought of the reason. Well, I think the reason that women use bras and all that stuff. You know, it's there's a difference between breasts of a man and a breast of women. You know, it's if somebody touch a breast of a man, nobody, nothing happens. If somebody touches a breast of a woman, then it's a slap and sexual harassment,
Right.
and you end up in the police station a few days. Okay,
Yes, yeah.
so I don't think it's so. If a lot of people will go topless, a lot of women will go topless, then definitely will be a lot of sexual harassment.
Yes, I think that is the way people want to. They just don't. There's just, and I think that's more like under the feminist movement. But they just think that it's unfair, and they don't have it. They're not allowed to have the same freedom as men, regardless of the fact that their body is different. Because a lot of those people, the advocates, act like there's no visible difference. Maybe the way they see things is not,
Yeah,
but
let me tell you something. A few years ago, in the Big Brother show, there was some crazy feminist woman,
mhm.
and she tried to take somebody's turn for the bathroom, and she passed the guy in the line. So the guy tried to take his place in the line back. So to, took down our she took out our shirt. She took down our shirt, and she was in topless. She was full on topless, and she and that's if he even get close to her, she can scream sexual harassment. That's why she did it. And next to
Wow,
the whole of the people in the Big Brother show.
wow,
Yeah, so people thought it was funny, but if you ask me, that's sexual harassment. Full on,
it is.
right,
It
right
is.
there. Yeah, imagine if that was the other way around. Imagine that guy will take down his pants and use what he has down there to stop another person from pushing him or taking his turn or something. Then then this person will get out of that place with the cops.
Right.
Yeah, but if a woman do it, then it's just funny. And just for closure, that crazy feminist got out after that stuff. A lot of people hated her anyway. But still,
We
she
have a lot of issues with just the movement associated with the LGBT community, because they often like you to blur the lines between the way that people dress. Like they don't feel like there should
you
be
said
any kind.
YouTube.
What'd you say?
You said YouTube.
No, the LGBT community.
Ah, the proud community. We call them here. We call those guys here the proud community.
Okay, so they don't want any kind of clothing to be specific to a gender, right? Because they don't believe in gender specific things. So they want to be allowed to have men dress up with dresses and skirts, and women to be feel free to not have to feel like they have to be forced to wear anything specific to a woman. And
Well,
it's
that's
just
why you got
interesting.
the gay bride, the Pride Month. No.
Well, they don't even want you to have gender specific restrooms. They want everybody to be able to go into the restroom at the same
Okay,
time.
that's creepy.
I think so. Definitely cringe, but it is something that they have been pushing and they really want. And some places have been working with that, where we have some Whole Foods have the restrooms where men and women can go into it. They just have, the closed stalls. So when you go into the stall, you lock the door behind you. But we're all inside of the same area. So when you come out to wash your hands, the man is next to you or the woman is next to you. So that is a way that they try to accommodate the complaints of that particular community.
Yeah, and you also, if you if you if talking about the gay community, what do you think about? You saw the documentary of What Is a Woman?
No, I didn't see that. Who is it by?
It's some guy with a beard and a glasses. I forgot his name. It's a very important documentary. If you ask
Hmm.
me, it shows the person in that documentary ask people what is a woman, and some of the people are from the streets, some are feminists, some are professors, and almost nobody can give him a real answer. And in general,
Wow.
he talks about why that it got to that point and stuff. I very recommend you to see it.
You wanna send me the link in the private chat?
Yes, I will send you the link.
That'd be great, and I'll check it
Just
out.
a second. Well, definitely. I'm using my cellular, so I will send to you an email. You know what? I will send you the name of. You know what? I will send you a link to where you can see it for free in the chat, also for your viewers. Just a second. But still, that they talk about the from all the for how the crazy stuff of the genders of the all the million genders and that stuff how it's began in the USA. And you know what's very sad? That probably in another 10 or 12 years, it will also get here. Ugh. Of course, in here, people will not eat it so easily. That's I can promise you. For example, in here, if somebody will try to do the drag queen story hour that you have in the USA, then that person will definitely will need to live in somewhere very secured. No, people aren't going to eat that shit here. You
Wow.
know, when I see the when I s- when I saw heard about of the drag queen story hour, I think to myself, what kind of crazy parent will send his kid to that? How people think that something that is that how you call it? I forgot the name for a sec. The drag queen story, or why people think that drag queen is appropriate for kids? That's for
I
gay
think they
adults.
associate it to just costumes and stuff. And what I find most disturbing is that they encourage the boys to dress up as a drag queen as well, and they'll have them put on girl items and sashay down the roadway, the runway, and people in the audience clap for them. And I just don't understand what is that? What is that really? How is this educational? And where are we going with this? What is the job that they're trying to pinpoint him to? So I
I
think
think
that's cool.
uh, I think it's insane to think it's educational. Okay,
Yes, I agree. Then they do it in the libraries and in the school settings. So
drag
it's
queen
all an
supposed to be in
educational
gay
environment.
clubs in the middle of the night, not in libraries for kids in the middle of the day. Ugh.
I know, it's so weird, but they have it. They have it, and in schools they also encourage cross dressing for that lesson.
What?
Yeah,
What is cross dressing?
when they have the girl dressed like a boy and the boy dressed like a girl, and that's a
When?
part of the curriculum. That's in the classroom.
So the teacher in the class pick a boy and pick a girl and tell them to switch clothes.
They'll have items that are like they might have a boa, some beads,
In which class
skirt.
exactly they do it?
They're doing it like in elementary school,
Yeah, but in which age? In which class? In first class, second class, eighth
like
class?
from kindergarten to fifth grade.
Kindergarten?
Yeah,
You
and
know,
even
I
their reading
remember I
materials,
saw.
even the
You
reading
know,
materials are boy. Daddy, my two daddies, and they read My Two Mommies as far as reading material.
Okay, that's the two daddies and two mummies. That sounds okay, but to the all the cross dressing and the drag queens for kids, that's fucked up.
I know.
And unfortunately, see, there are some crazy people that want to bring that shit in here. Ugh.
Yeah, they want it to be a universal kind of education.
No,
And
that shit, that
I think they
disgusting
feel that
stuff is moving is moving from your country to other countries. Ugh.
I think they think that that's helping with lessening the abuse and attacks to the community, because you know a lot of people, they still they still murder transgenders. They say that they don't really get a lot of news attention, but transgenders are killed, murdered, and they don't really um, they're not really included in the regular news. And that was one of the arguments that was being made for transgender advocates, that they're not advocating properly with them. They don't place them in prisons that are based on the gender they identify with, and so forth. So it's very odd how
Wait
they
a
are
minute.
trying to adjust them.
Who is killing the transgenders? By the way, I put the link in the comments. You can show it. The documentary is called "What Is a Woman?"
I don't see anything.
in the in the comments. In the comments that everybody can see.
Lefty said they're messing up our kids. Well, I mean, it's really we're the ones that are the main influence. So it's for the parents not to even entertain it. No one should be taking people's lives because of sexual preference. Right. So that's one of the advocates' complaints, that the mainstream media does not highlight the murders of transgenders. Like, you hardly ever see that on our mainstream news, and they say that they get killed regularly. So it should be a part of our everyday nightly or just daily news, but they don't highlight it, so they feel like it's an unprotected class. So then they want to spoil the children. Well, I think they want to bring the attention, more awareness, and they got to go through the youth. Our children have to. They go through the youth because the older people are not caring. That's not fair. And that's how they do. They do the change goes through the children. And what's wrong is that the parents aren't paying attention to the curriculum going on in the educational system, and they shouldn't be allowing it. Part time said, but there's also no need for males and females to use the same bathroom. I know, but
Yeah. By the
they
way,
feel
if I found the name of the person that is in this documentary. His name is Matt Walsh.
okay.
Yeah, it's the documentary is called What Is a Woman?" Like I said, I very recommend you to see it.
Wonderful. Let me see right here. No reason people should cross dress at school. I know.
I
Well,
think
they
that
have
people
interpreted
don't,
it.
if they want to learn about sexuality, then not in kindergarten. That's not in kindergarten. They don't know nothing about it. They don't supposed to know. They maybe in age 10 they start maybe the teacher should talk about the basic body of a man and a woman and differences, but not some crazy stuff.
Well, one of the reasons why they say that it's being done that way is because a lot of pedophiles are attracted to very young children. So that's why they're trying to drop the age of consent. And they're trying to um, focus on the yet that population to over sexualize them, because they want to say that they want to believe that they're attracted to the older person. Just that's one of the things that was going on with Katanji. That's that new appointed Supreme Justice. They had a situation where an 18-year-old tried to molest a 8-year-old, and she was trying to say they were peers. And nobody in their right mind thinks that an 8-year-old is a peer to a 17-year-old. They're not in
What
the
is a
same
peer?
mind. Your peer is your same age group.
Right.
So it doesn't make any
In
sense.
that say, in the, I think it's nuts to say that a person that is a kid in his a person that a child in that his age is 8 and a person that his age is 18. It's insane to say that they are in the same category as kids.
It is. But that
People in
Supreme
age
Court
8
justice
don't have
said they were
sex,
peers.
so
I
it's fucked
know
up.
they're not supposed to, but she said they were peers, and that young people usually explore with each other, and because she was trying to make it like he's not being inappropriate, and people were saying something's wrong with her to think that this person wasn't trying to take advantage of this child who's not even a preteen. He's not even a preteen, 8 years old. Stop it. Yes, Lefty. I mean, it's so ridiculous, and they're not in the same. They're not even in the same area when we do our education. So it's so ridiculous, but they are pushing for the age of consent to be dropped. Um, as far as the age, I'm not sure. Hold on for a minute.
From what I know, in the in France, the age of consent is 12. That's for at least from what I know. And yeah, and from what I heard, in a lot of Western countries, kids today can go full-on sex surgery in age 12 or 14. And a lot of crazy liberals would say that a kid in age 8 or in age 5 know that he is a woman or he's the other gender, that he is capable of knowing if he's the other gender. So in other words, a kid cannot smoke, cannot drive, but he can claim that he's from the other gender in age 5.
That's why I think it's really interesting how, and that's why people should advocate properly that they're trying to, like blur lines, and it doesn't make sense. Like you're not allowed to drink until you're 21 when it comes to going to a bar, and they say you don't hit puberty until like 12, right? So why in the world are they trying to act like there should be a conversation about sexual based content before the age of puberty? It's really showing you the sickness of the person's mind.
Yeah, and also the idea that people that think that a kid could be trans could figure out that if he's a woman or if he's transgender in age 5. I think it's like somebody will say that he is. How you say it? I will say it like this: if somebody think it's in age 4 that he is a girl, or some girl think in age 5 that she's a boy, then I think a normal parent will just try to talk with his kid and just tell him that he's not. But today, a lot of crazy people think that the parents should already put them on a course to assignment, sex sage,
Yes, sex
transgenderism,
reassignment.
sex
Yes,
surgery.
yes, yes. That's
Yeah,
true.
a child,
And that's even
a child, yeah, and what I'm trying to say that a child doesn't have the tools and it doesn't even matured. He he didn't have any, he didn't have, not even a teenager, so he doesn't have. the mind to understand even what he's claiming. So I think the idea that somebody in the age of 8 or 10 or 5 or even 5 could this, figure out if he's transgender, I think it's insane.
I agree with you.
No?
And what doesn't make sense to me is that they don't allow them to get their own apartment. They don't allow them to be among other adults, right? So
Who allowed
why
who?
is because they want money. They want the financial ability to be able to exploit these children as they always do. It's all about exploitation and getting the money that they're able to get. If the person is standing very strong in their decision, they're like, okay, just let them do it because it really doesn't hurt them.
Wait a minute, but I didn't understand what you are talking. And who is the crowd that you are talking about? You're talking about the pedos. That what do you mean? What did you mean that they cannot get apartment next to other people?
An 8-year old and anybody under the age that's legal of consent of 17 are not able
Okay.
to get an apartment. Like if they were to try to get their own apartment, a landlord would not allow them because they are still considered minors.
Yeah,
So I mean,
what
it's
the hell?
ridiculous that we have a statement. We have a category of minor, but when it comes to these specific things of gender identity, and when it comes to how they want to exploit them sexually, then they don't try to focus on their minor classification. But if you're trying to become independent and be among other adults, getting their apartments, getting a job, because they don't just let anybody just go and work. They, especially when it comes to apartments and so forth. So it's just something that people need to focus on because they're making these things because they're getting money. So
And
it's
let
all
me
about the
guess if
money.
somebody, yeah, and let me guess if somebody say what I said a few seconds ago, he will probably be fired from his job and be classified as transphobe in the USA, right?
How would they be classified as transphobic?
No, they probably will. What would probably happen if I will say in my job in the USA that about the what I said right now.
I think transphobic falls under if you were saying that they need to hurt themselves. If
Yes,
they
I know,
wanted not to tell
but
them, but you didn't say
yeah,
anything negative like that.
yes, 12. I know, but what I'm trying to say that if I will disagree with that crazy idea that a child can already identify as a woman in the age of 8 and 5. That if I will say it, it's nuts, or the other stuff that we said here. If I will say it in a job in the USA, from what I heard, I could be fired. And first of all, that's insane.
I think that's insane for sure, definitely.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the USA is famous for its freedom of speech. So what I can so if I use freedom of speech in the USA, I will be fired from my job because there is some liberal will be offended by it.
Well, I mean, you are coming into a time where it's post Trump, right? So when Trump was running for office, people was hurting people that wore the cap that he was wearing, which said "Make America Great Again," and
Yeah,
that was
you
unheard
know
of.
what?
That was
I
unheard
wish
of.
I could get that hat. Actually, I
That
would
was
wish
unheard
I
of.
would have a. I wish I could get a hat like that.
That we didn't used to.
What?
We didn't used to do things like that.
Well, it's. I think overall it was good that he was your president. He was very good to us in general. Um, at least I think it was a mistake that you voted Biden in. You know,
Well, I mean,
also, if we are, yes,
the people couldn't stand. They couldn't stand Trump, and they got together and made sure they was going to change it. They felt that he was too controlling, and they associate they like paired him with Hitler when it came to the immigrants and how they said he was caging them and all this kind of outrageous
so you mean
accusations.
people that broke through the fence that you have in the USA, so he was caging those people?
They felt like the administration was caging them like they in an inhumane way, but it's still being done under Biden. But they don't care now. But when under
Yeah, but
under
I don't
under
see,
Trump,
what's the big problem with cage, with putting in cages people that invade your land, but whatever.
yeah, they felt and it was very they were
Yeah,
very very critical of his decisions.
yeah, 12, I'm sorry to say, but I don't hear you very good, so probably I talked when you talked, so I'm sorry about that. Um, in any case, I don't understand what's the big problem with if somebody breaks to my house or to my country, and I have the right to kick him out? Hmm?
You're supposed to, yes.
Yeah, so why people? So why a lot of people, for example, like guy in Hollywood, thought it was racist when I said it, that if somebody breaks into my homeland, I have a right to kick him out. Why did he thought that it was racist to say that? And actually, he is not the first person. He's definitely not the first person that said to me that it's racist, according to him. A lot of people said that to me, and probably is not going to be the last one. Eh, but I don't care.
You have to stand. You have to stand on what you agree to, because people are going to try to shake you off of whatever your stance are, because a lot of people attack people who put in banners um, that said they supported Trump, and literally strangers was coming on people's property removing the Trump signs. That was unheard of before. Like, you didn't do that. And
Okay,
they was trying to act like they are validated, because they was like, we don't like Trump, so we have a right to remove your Trump sign off of your property. That's their property. So how do you come on their property, remove something that's
okay,
there?
then call the police on those creeps.
Right. So it was just ridiculous that all of those things was happening. Now
Yeah,
that
and
we have
first
Biden,
of
that's
all,
not happening.
yes, if I may say, those creeps are first of all that's if they stamp on freedom of speech, they are literally are fascists. No?
Right.
Yeah.
But
What did you want to say
we're in a
before that?
society where they say that we are in a cancel culture. So whatever the majority of people don't like, they try to act like they have a right to cancel a person. And
Sounds like the
that's through
Soviet
social
Union.
media. Yeah, right. So they're just doing this stuff based on the fact that they have enough supporters through social media, and they practice bullying, yet they try to say they're not about bullying, yet they don't realize that they are bullying as well. So it's all about their matter of opinion. So as long as they decide they're right, that's all that matters to them.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, fortunately, in here we have those people are way weaker. We have way less of that crazy of that silence stuff. Uh, and here, for example, you know, you know what? I will give you an example. When I a few years ago, 2 years ago, that I was working with lawyers. Some jackass said in next to me and other guys in the room, and next to some American woman that was working with us. They said she said the American woman said I love Michelle Obama and stuff, and somebody and the jackass in the room said she looks like a chimpanzee. And some people laughed, some people didn't laugh, and the American woman was very shocked and you should see see her face. That was the real funny joke, her face. But
They say,
still, that jackass, that guy that said it was not fired. Nothing happened to him. Nobody said, nobody make it a big deal. Just a dumb joke. And here you could crack a lot of dumb jokes and a lot of things that will sound racist in the USA. So what gets you fired in the USA will not do shit here.
yeah, like they were saying that with the Serena sisters, they had people calling them monkeys. They said they remind them of monkeys,
Who is the
and the
Serena
people would get
sisters?
fired. That's the tennis players. Those two, the Serena sisters, are tennis players.
I don't
Then
know them.
they would get fired. Like there was a radio DJ, it was a disc jockey that said that on the air, and they got fired because it's that many people was offended.
Okay,
It really
if
goes
they
by
act like
your
if they
body.
act like that, and if it's a joke, then big deal. And I don't know the those two tennis players, but
Yeah, you can look them up. They're
oh,
famous. They are
okay.
one of them is retiring now from the US Open. This is gonna be her last US Open.
What's their names again?
Serena and Venus Williams.
Just a
So,
second.
they was very much being told that they was
Serena
being
and
told
what? Say it again.
Serena and
Serena.
Venus.
Okay,
So
Serena.
people were saying that they were men
Serena
and
Williams.
yeah, they were saying they were men and everything
Okay.
like that. So a lot of people was enraged by those kind of jokes.
Oh. Well, I
But
see that
they kept going forward. They didn't care. They just kept going forward because like you said, that's these people making their jokes. So yes, of course, yes. So like a lot of people were like, they gotta let they
that was
we
her.
gotta take them off. Yes, they said we gotta take them off. We gotta take them off the air, and so a lot of
Well,
people was losing their jobs.
she looks fat, I must say.
But the bottom line was that they were not tolerating the humor. Like the humor you just mentioned. That's a perfect example. Those two women, they're people that were in positions of influence to the general public. When they would talk negative like that, they would get fired.
Yeah, but first of all, let's put something straight. I didn't say that. Some jackass in my former job said it, not me.
No, I'm just saying that
Okay.
that was an example of you was talking about how in America that people lose their jobs when
Yeah,
they
you
talk
know
like
what?
that.
Let me give you another example, of even bigger example. Somebody in the Big Brother show, they called somebody that you will probably call a person of color a baboon, and that person tried to get the woman that called him a baboon in trouble. So we act like a cop, and he said that's offensive, that's this and that, that's racist, blah blah blah. He got to the Big Brother, he talked to the Big Brother, and nothing happened. He told them to take it and shut up. And he probably got what. In other words, you can call. You know what? I going to give you the picture of the person that was called in the Big Brother show a baboon. Just a second. Second.
Thank you guys for being me for an hour and a half. I appreciate that so much. And part-time planting, I don't think you ever been on the panel with me before. You know that the panel is open and the link is in the chat. So we welcoming everybody to the panel.
Just a second. Forgot his name. And that, unfortunately, that specific person, I also I know his daughter. He actually lives not far from where. Well, he's not living in Tel Aviv, but still, I know his daughter, and that guy is a piece of shit anyway.
If you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that button. Thank you so much for joining me, Electric View. I'm going to check out the channel. So anybody that I'm not used to seeing, I really appreciate you being here. You welcome Plant-Time Planting. Yeah, so we have Vagodas from Tel Aviv. Part-Time Planting is from the Down Under. So we say good day. And then we have some people that are from America.
Yeah, I'm going to show you the picture of the person that was called the baboon. Just a second. You see it?
Which guy? Oh. So who is he?
He is a person from the Big Brother show. His name is
he's an
Doron.
actor?
And no, he was a person from the Big Brother. No, he's not an actor. He's just a guy that he's a singer, part-time job singer.
Okay, so he's a
Middle
performer.
Eastern
So you
singer.
hire him.
Yeah, his name is Doron Miran. He's just a jackass. This guy.
But he's kind of like famous though, in Tel Aviv.
He was famous. He doesn't live in Tel Aviv. He live in the city of Givatayim.
Okay.
Not far from Tel Aviv, but any case, he's well, at least in the time of the Big Brother show, he was 51. That's what is said on his card. But anyway, that guy he was a jackass. That guy is considering, according to you, as a person of color, no?
I don't know. I mean, he's not white, but he's not African American. So is he like in the form of indie for y'all? Is he like an indie?
No, he's a Middle Eastern Jew. A lot of Jews here look like that.
Okay. So he's got
from that I think he's Moroccan or Iraqi Jew.
Okay.
I can check it later if you want. What?
I always wanted to go to Morocco. I think Morocco looks beautiful.
Yes, but he's not. But he's not from Morocco. He's probably one of his grandparents came from Morocco in the 50s or the 40s. But he's got a lot. There's also a lot of Jews from Iraq and from Yemen, and I'm just guessing from where he is. But I can check. But like I said, I can check later if you want from where exactly he is. But he's not from India, that's for sure.
So internationally, there's a lot of different, just for the public that watches, internationally, there's a lot of different shows. And we have Big Brother here. But, like the shows that would be shown over there would be a little different because it's going to be a different language and whatever. But we have Big Brother here as well. Just as we have, like those talent shows where people sing and everything. America's Got Talent, we might have it recalled, but they have the same kind of shows in other countries as well. So
Okay.
Big Brother is one of those. Big Brother is a show that we have in America as well, because we love to talk about surveillance and how people like to watch everything people do. And so that's why we
Okay.
call it Big Brother, because of the surveillance of people watching everything. And we have had said celebrities be on the Big Brother show, but a lot of times it's just regular people that come in and they get into scandal because they're sleeping with each other and so forth, and people are
Yeah,
like,
we
believe
had
it.
well, people we don't wait a minute. You can see them if you have the channel of the Big Brother 24/7. If you bought it, then you can see them. For example, if two people there have intercourse, you can see them on live.
What do you mean?
Hmm?
What do you mean?
If some people if in the Big Brother show there is if you what I'm trying to say that if you in the Big Brother show you can buy a channel, you can get access to a channel that you can see what's going on in the Big Brother show 24/7, right?
Um, what? No, no. The Big Brother is their house is all full of cameras. I mean, you watch the show for
Yes, I
going on.
know.
Okay, okay, go ahead.
Yes, I watch, but you also have there's also have a special channel of them that you can see 24/7 what's going on in the Big Brother show in their
Oh,
house.
okay, okay.
Okay, so probably you have this also that stuff. So what I'm trying to ask if some people they are having intercourse with each other in the let's say in the bed or something that then they let the Big Brother channel let you see that, or they show you other part of the house.
They just show us like a clip to let everybody know that's watching the show know that they went into the bedroom, and they have like a scene where they'll have like night vision, and they're showing us that they're like getting underneath the covers. So that's the scandal that they'll talk about, and they're letting us know that they basically are more than just mutual friends. And so they let the public know of whoever's being intimate together when they're staying in that house
Well,
under that roof.
in here, I don't think that they will even show a clip. They will probably say that it happened, but they will not show even for a second what that stuff.
Also, you got
Uh,
Big Brother. You got Big Brother Europe as well. Wow, it's like that's a popular show. But you know what else is popular here?
Big
Is
Brother, what?
Big Brother. It's right there on the screen, Vagoda. You know what else is big here is the show when they're showing their athletic abilities. So that's very popular. They put them through some kind of course where they have to like show how athletic they are, and people love that show as well. So we have a
Okay.
lot of shows. We have a lot of shows that people just love. We have Dancing with the Stars. We have
We have also that stuff.
Survivor. Yeah, they have Survivor. Man, people just love those shows.
We have that stuff too.
And then we have our reality shows, which is our more on our high frequency channels like Bravo and so forth, where that's where we see more reality stars come from, are the reality shows.
Okay, from
Yeah,
what I
yeah, we
know,
got like Ninja Warrior. Oh my goodness,
yeah, we also
they
got
love it,
this stuff. We also got the ninja stuff.
they love it, they love it because you know, America loves sports, so they love seeing anybody show off
You
their
love
athletic
football,
abilities.
no?
They love football. They love all the sports. Oh my goodness, they'll shut down everything to look at sports.
Yeah, I want to ask you something. You said that this guy is the person that I showed you is not a person of color, so only African American could be called a person of color, or there's the people, other people can get to that category.
Yes, other people in the category. I said he's not black. He's not like I knew he wasn't African American. He's non-white, but that's on you. That's you know how like America they break things down a little differently because like oftentimes the guys will always be harassing you about racism because you like to say the J word, right? And nobody
What's the
really
J
here in
word?
America, the
What,
J word is what
joke,
you
Jew?
identify. Yeah, so like nobody really breaks them down like that in America. They just call them white. You know what I mean? And that's what they advocated for. So when you identify specifically to that, they immediately get offended because they're like, "What are you talking about? You're talking about white people?" Because that's how they are identified in America.
Who will be? So if I will say that I'm Jewish, some lunatics will be offended by it. That's what you're telling me.
Yes, they get offended because
And why they
of the
will be
fact
offended by it? I
they
didn't
just
catch.
that's just what they do. Because they just
But why?
they don't break down things like that here. So it's just like they notice right away when you start doing that. It's like it's just odd, and that's why they be like, what are you?" That's you notice that they'll say that they say, "What are you, Ragoda?" Because they're just gonna put you in the category of white. They don't put you nowhere else.
Well, I can say that what they are doing is fucked up and weird. You know what?
Right? Of course, because
Let me
yeah,
show you another person that was in the Big Brother show. Let's see what if you see that he's a person of color. Just a second. Just a second.
that's why a lot of our entertainers that got tired of the racism in America left to France and so forth because they didn't break down colorism the same. Like in America, they love to just break down white and black. If you haven't noticed, they don't really like to identify other minority groups. They just like to say black and white.
Okay, this guy is a person of color or not?
He looks like the same guy you just showed us. Isn't that the same guy?
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah, he looks like a person of color. Of course, he looks like an Indie. But are you saying he's not an Indian?
No, he's not.
Oh, yeah, he looks like the Indies that we see in the
That
Bollywood
guy
movies.
was also that guy's name is Yossi Bublil. He was in the first Big Brother show that we had here,
Yeah,
and
you see what
that
part
guy
time
is
says? That's how
yeah.
we
I
usually.
think it's Yemeni or something. I don't know. But he's not Hindi. Like I said, a lot of people here look like this, and they aren't Hindi. That's for sure.
So like in America, like
And just a second, here his daughter.
a lot of the a lot of the entertainers that were African American, they went to France and other parts of Europe because they didn't have the same experience of racism and colorism as they do in America. And so when they get tired, all they do is just go. They leave the country because they feel that they have a better quality of life.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with them ever going to the Middle East, but they go to Europe. So like we've had um Miles Davis and so forth. They go
I
right over
don't
there to
know who
Europe.
is Miles Davis, but
Yeah, Miles Davis is a famous jazz musician, and we
yeah, but
have
if
we have who's the other person? Like we have so many of our artists. They'll leave. They'll go to France, and we still have people leaving. We still have people go there because they
okay,
say that
maybe we'll see Justin Bieber go there.
well, Justin Bieber isn't having an issue. He's very white. He's a
Yes,
blonde hair, and he's
he
from
is.
Canada, right? He's like a Canadian. So
Yes,
they embraced
so
him
he has.
because he's
So
the
he
boy
has
next door.
the. Yeah, he doesn't look like a girl anymore, but never mind that.
He's
In
been
any
having a
case,
lot of issues with his church.
yeah,
His church has been under
what?
fire. His church has been under fire for scandal.
Well, what I can say, baby, baby.
Miles Davis though, he's a famous jazz musician. So that's a really a well known person that should be looked up, like with Venus and them. But it's another the woman that this what Josephine Baker. Have you heard of her, Vagoda?
Josephine Baker.
Yeah.
It sounds like you made it up for. It sounds like you made it up right now, but
Yeah, so
never
Josephine
heard
Baker
about
is
her.
another famous. She's another famous entertainer that left America to go to Europe.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's another one that like she said she couldn't stand the colorism and treatment in America, so she left to France because she felt like they treat her better.
Well, the French are also cuckoo, if you ask me. Yeah.
Let me see
And
what
from
it
what I
said.
know, they took a lot of inspiration from the USA in their behavior. No,
What about the treatment?
no, I said from what I know, they took a lot of inspiration from the USA in terms of categorizing. Also in Britain, they took a lot of inspiration from the USA and in the categorizing and stuff.
Yeah, but I know we have a lot of Europeans moving into New York now. I think it was something that Bloomberg had did an outreach to. So we have a lot of people that are raising the flag of Britain now in Harlem, which we didn't have before. So that's interesting. So we see new flags
You know, if you talk about
in
England, you heard what
Harlem.
happened today. No?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
they lost
That's the
their
big
queen.
news. That's the big
Yeah,
news.
yeah. All the world know about it.
Rest in peace to Queen Elizabeth
Yeah,
II.
rest in peace. Well, officially the queen that ruled the United Nations from actually from almost around 70 years now is dead. She was one of the last Finns that they had from their glory time.
But hopefully, you know, there'll be still positive changes that will take place as the reign still continues because, you know, we have so
Yeah,
many new ideas and technology that they're trying to move forward with. That's why they always worried about the new world order because of how they're trying to do this new currency and you know. But I think if the people keep vigilant and they fight back, then it won't be in our lifetime. We just can't
yeah,
stop
but
teaching.
but you know, in the end of the day, those the queen and all the people that a person that will be our successor. In the end of the day, they are all the monarchy in England. They are just a big cheerleader. They don't have real power. It's not like the king of Jordan or the king of Saudi Arabia. They are a full-on kings. Not they aren't for show like in the United Nations.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for example, in Jordan, the king there, he's controlling the government. The government, he can fire if somebody pisses him off, he can fire him on the spot and take off his head in the spot if he want to.
Right.
Yeah, and also in Morocco, you have the king there ruling with an iron fist and the population. He has like I said, when I've been to Morocco, I saw in every hotel pictures of the current king. Like I thought for a second that I'm like in North Korea, I saw it everywhere is pictures. And actually, if we're talking about it, the reason that they didn't chop off his head like Muammar Gaddafi and other people, it's because of his supposedly bloodline.
Well, that's
Because
good because that's horrible to
yeah,
be beheaded.
but but still, it's the reason that when I said his bloodline, not because he's a monarchy, because of his ancestors. It's the king of the royalty in Morocco claims descendants from the prophet from Muhammad himself. So that's why the religious people very much respect him there.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's what he claims. So that's that's why that's one of the reasons why he's still around. But still, those stuff aren't going to last forever. Probably we will see someday him or his son being executed like Gaddafi. Hmm.
I mean, if he's not doing the same things, then I don't see how that shouldn't be the case. You know what I mean? Like
The same thing as what?
the same thing as Gaddafi.
Well, it's the a revolution can come at any time. It's just one little mistake or a piece in the wrong people, and they could end up like with they can end up without the head.
Well, I know, like in Haiti, they had messed up that president, and
Yeah,
that was scary. I thought that was very savage and brutal.
yeah. I don't know what you have in Haiti, but say they filmed the execution of the dictator in Haiti.
No, I don't. There wasn't any film. It was just that they had um taken his eyes out. It was he just get killed, just tortured, and
Ugh.
they tried to kill his wife, but she was able to get away. They brought her to America, but that was still
Okay.
horrible.
Well, in the case of
That was
Saddam
very
Hussein, for
savage.
example, there is what?
That was very savage.
Yeah, in the case of dictators in this area, from what I know, they filmed the execution of Saddam Hussein. They literally filmed him when he was hanged before and after. And in the case of Gaddafi, they filmed the masses capturing him, physically capturing him, and they filmed him begging for his life. And then they saw people staring the camera to a lot of places, and then they screamed Allahu Akbar. And then the next time that we saw clearly Gaddafi was with blood all over him.
That's horrible.
Probably there is somewhere in the YouTube or somewhere in the internet that short video, and I can send it to you if you want.
No,
If
no, I don't want to see it. I don't
okay,
like the savages of it, but I know that this was it's political, right? So the
what?
killing of this Haitian president, they feel like
That's the
it was
guy.
all politically. Yes, that's the president. That was the president of Haiti that was tortured and
How old he
horribly
was?
murdered. You have to look it up. I'm not sure how old he was, but
When it was
I know,
exactly?
huh?
When exactly
I
he
believe it was
was
last year.
killed?
It was
Last
2020.
year?
I
Whoa!
believe it was 2021.
And I thought the
It was
Middle
very
East was
horrible. It was
correct.
all over the news. It was all over the news because his wife was brought to
Okay,
Florida. So they
I
took a
never heard
Haitian.
about that, but
Yeah, isn't it?
okay.
If you look it up,
Whoa!
you would see it. Yeah, it was
What
horrible,
his name?
and you would have to look it up because I'm not familiar with his name. Let's see. Don't like what happened to
Okay, well,
Libya.
check the history of Haiti, and then we'll probably find him.
This country had free university, hospitals, highways. Now it's a whole horrible. But rest in peace. And I was like, this is so crazy because taking out his eyeballs and stuff was really savage. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is
Yeah.
so scary. And it didn't make me want to worry about leaving
I
America
see some news here
at
about
all.
earthquake, but I don't see anything about the assassination of the president. Hmm. You sure it was in the country of Haiti?
Yes, that's the Haitian.
Repu-
That was the Haitian
Republic of
president.
Haiti. Republic of Haiti.
Haitian. It was Cap Haitian. Cap Haitian. Did you give me the link to the person you was talking about in the private chat? Because I don't see any activity, or you
Yeah,
can't see it.
I
You
sent
said you
I
can't see
sent
it.
it in the I sent it in the chat. It's in the chat, not in the
You
private
can't see
chat.
the
I'm
you can't see the
you
private
know
chat,
what
right?
I'm going to send it to you in email. Just a second.
But you can't see the private chat. You said.
Okay, I'm I will send just a second. I will send it to you in the email.
Vagoda, can you see the private chat or you can't see it?
Just a second. Yeah, yes,
You
I see
can or
that
you
you
can't.
wrote his name. Yes, now I can see what you wrote in the private chat. His name is Matt Walsh.
So I got it. I have it spelled right.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, that's good. Okay,
Matt
so I'm
Walsh, and the name of the commentary is "What is a Woman." You will find it very easily. A lot of people were shocked by that film. Also, there is a scene there that will definitely make you laugh and scream from laughing when he's talking to some so-called scholar in university. I will not tell you what that scene is, but when you will see it, you will know it.
I'll definitely look it up because
You know,
I
you
think you
can
had
do
mentioned it
you know
before.
you can do a reaction to that film if you want. That will definitely get you a lot of viewers.
Well, I did a reaction to a video, and they gave me a strike on the channel, so that's why I'm over here right now. So I
Oh,
don't know. I don't
sorry.
know how they do their reactions because I thought if we break it down every couple of minutes and have a discussion regarding commentary, we don't get in trouble, and that's not the case. So I don't exactly
Okay,
know how
maybe
are
you
they
should
allowing us to do it.
maybe if you show it in a small if you show it in a small window or something, or if you show or if you not show it clearly, then maybe it's okay. You should check
Yeah,
it with
I
somebody
think they
that
just don't
knows.
want us to. They don't want us to show it at all. They just want us to reference it and put the link possibly inside of the We can put the link inside of the comment section or the description box, but they don't want us to. They don't want us to show anything specifically because we didn't. If I didn't get permission from the original person, they don't want you to do it. It's so
You
crazy.
know, I have an idea. Listen, you can show yourself and then show the video itself on your phone when you're filming. It's like I will see you and I will see what is. It's like I will see you and I will see you holding your phone with that video. So technically you don't show it. So you
They
can do
get you
that
for
if you
that
want.
too. They get you for that too. Because
Seriously? Come
I
on.
played music. I played music from the television, and they said that I got copyright infringement. I've tried it. I've definitely tried that. But
Say about the vid. Say you
Vagoda,
remember
do you
the
want to do
video
your
that I
last
showed?
words? Because we have
Yeah.
almost the two
It
two
was
hour mark.
wonderful to be here, and it's 5 in the morning here, so I'm going to sleep anyway. So I will send
Thank
you
you for
in the
hanging with
mail
me.
it anyway, like I said. So see ya.
Okay, Vagoda, thank you so much for hanging with me.
Thank you.
I really appreciate
Bye.
that. Bye. Guys, I had so much fun with you today. Thank you so much for coming over because my main channel is suspended for a week due to the conversation I had about The latest scandal between Aries and Tiffany Haddish. So it's okay. I don't have a problem with that. I have this other channel, so I'm good. And I appreciate you guys for coming over. And I want you to have a good night. And I will see you tomorrow. Later, guys.